You are offered $1,000,000, but to claim it you must enter the last video game you played and stay there for a year. If you accept the money, how's life there? Ring Fit. I'm coming out buff. Think of all the smoothies you can subsist on. It's the darkest dungeon. I feel like it would be just a reminder that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. No thank you. Papa, how do you make all of your money? In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings. I'm with you. On the bright side, $1,000,000 to spend in the brothel. Well, if we survive. Super Mario Galaxy. I'd be down if I am able to breathe in space. Doom Eternal. Well, shoot. That might actually be the worst game to be stuck in. Literally every living breathing thing in there exists to make you dead. Like Australia. The Sims. Nice. Someone might remove the ladder while you're swimming. Better watch out. Not if you're playing Sims 4. The Sims are evolving and can't climb out of the pool without the ladder. They're starting a revolution. The uprising has begun. Put a fence around the pool. Diablo 2. So I'd probably stay a while. And listen, I'm in Diablo 3. I guess I'll work as a blacksmith's apprentice. That should be a fairly safe option. Stardew Valley. I'll probably spend the whole time just fishing lol. Do I have to leave at the end of the year? I would so much rather be in Stardew Valley than here. Plot twist. You work at the Joja Mart. Good enough, it's still a beautiful place. Where a year will be 128,112 days and we'll be millionaires anyway selling ancient fruit wine. Phasmophobia. I'm gonna get tired hearing E. First time I played that game. Where are you? Behind. I just said nope and quit. LOL. Just call dibs on truck duty every time. Satisfactory. Pretty big world and I just build factories and conveyor belt all day. Probably end up making a huge train network connecting all the zones and mining all the resource nodes. The bees and the spiders would suck though unless arachnophobia mode, haha. Bloodborne. Well, I'm fricked. The good thing is that you literally cannot die and don't need to eat, sleep or anything. If you really think about it, it's probably one of the safest games on the thread. Also one that would lead to more physical and mental pain. But hey, you can't have everything from life. You'd probably be in really good shape after a year of constant fighting, so you could work off that lockdown gut too. Dead by Daylight. Well, Entity revives you once you are dead, so no problem I guess. Excluding the pain from being hooked and sliced. Unless he's the killer. Imagine being flashlight blinded for a year straight. There's a good chance DBD might be the worst game you could possibly pick for this question. It would be nothing more than constant torture for an entire year, getting mangled in terrible ways by horrific creatures. And then the Meg teabags while you die on hook, instead of saving you. Bloons TD6. What kind of monkey do I get to be? Let's be honest, it's impossible to keep a run up for a year. Yeah, but it's not like if the balloons are going to kill you, would they? I was just thinking that you'd be dropped into some monkey town and you'd just hang out with the monkeys who are fending off from the hordes of balloons that don't really do much other than float around. I think it'll be a pretty chill time just minding your own business, seeing colorful battlefields in the background while you sip milk from a coconut, hanging out with the biggest names in Monk Hollywood. I'm dead in the first minute in Tsushima. I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima and Jesus, that game is ruthless. Red Dead Redemption 2. Don't think my lungs will last a year. I'm just gonna walk through Saint Denis saying hi for a year and enjoying my Hyona. For a while we just kept greeting each other at home with a gruff hi there. Arthur's friendly greetings are so frightening sounding. They're not as bad as John's. You, Mr. No, I am not living in Isaac's basement for a year. Not for a billion. Hell no, especially with those horrific motherfrickerers. Fallout. So much cancer. If you're the protagonist, you've got all sorts of genetic modification. ODing on rads is certainly a danger, as is gallification, but you're heartier than a smooth skin in our world. Real question, when you come back to the real world, do you get to keep your power armor? Fallout 4. I'm heading to Diamond City as fast as I can. And then I'm never leaving. But, there's another settlement that needs your help. I've marked it on your map. Screw them, they have a zillion turrets I put up, they can deal with it on their own. Well, it's Tarkov and I'm dead. Enjoy the money. Or Minecraft depending on the time I read this, and if that's the case I'm fine, give me my cash. Angry Scav 4 fight 10 BL noises. Same. My cheeks are divided. Minecraft. Considering you can do basically anything, it probably wouldn't be too bad. Did you last play creative or survival? Minecraft here too, but I was playing RL Craft. So I'm pretty much screwed. Oh no. How do the drivers live after the games in Rocket League? Because that. Maybe you have to live as an egg spectator and you are doomed to watch bronze games for a whole year. At that point I would reconsider doing that. This is the ultimate punishment. Who said there were drivers? It's Sekiro and I'm chillin' with Emma at the dilapidated temple. Frick these op bosses, I'm not about to get killed. Gimme dat monkey booze. At least Sekiro has areas of sanctuary. My contender is of the same familiar, but Dark Souls 3 has much less moments of respite. Don't think I would head to Lothric for any sum of money. I think with Dark Souls the majority of us would become the crestfallen warrior. There's no hope in hell, I'm leaving Firelink Shrine. Bioshock. Oh god. You're fricked. I ate a bag of flaming Doritos yesterday, so I may already have the fire plasmid. Might be okay. The fire won't be coming out of your hands. Pokemon. Gimme a lifetime in the PQ world. Keep your million, I just want to go on a globe-trotting adventure with my Pokemon. Which Reagan? I got home. Animal Crossing. Not bad at all. Thanks for the money. I would go live in the Animal Crossing world for free, not gonna lie. Yeah, I just spent a year on an island paradise full of friendly talking animals. You're gonna need to up that payout to convince me to come back to the real world. With no requirements to actually get a job, free food and really only having to garden to keep the weeds down. Plus trees grow money and Wi-Fi is free. Downside is listening to those same songs every day. KK Slider had hundreds of songs, just needed to populate the world variety. I wouldn't even go back to the real world, lol. The Witcher 3. I should be fine. Geralt just arrived in Vizima, and all the local monsters are dead. Even without monsters, it's not a world I'd want to live in. I'd try my best to get through the year while distracting myself with booze and Gwent. Kinda what I do in real life. The Blood and Wine place is nice. It'd be like spending a year in Tuscany, but with more brothels. More vampires as well. Definitely the nicest place to spend the year though. If I had to spend it at Crow's Perch I'd probably tell them to keep the money. Roller Coaster Tycoon. Stayed there for an hour, because a year in game equals 1 hour real life. Joke's on you. In that time, you still end up dying, because the prick of a player made a death coaster and the only way to leave is through that. You might have been one of the thousands of people I picked up and drowned in the lake for no good goddamned reason. I was the handyman. After cleaning your guest's vomit and clearing those full ass dustbins, this is how you treat me? You frickin' tried to drown me, you goddamn ingrate. Resident Evil 7. Sounds like an awful time. For a year. Frick no, just kill me please. You just gotta let Evie infect you and join her psycho fungus family for a year. The other family members have already been infected for a year, so you might be fine if you give up. So long as you're returned to normal once you come back to our reality and don't stay infected, you could survive Ray 7, albeit with some severe mental trauma. No need, just go in the woods at the beginning of the game and stay there until the protagonist's done. Not even that. You arrive in a car, so just get back in and go home. Forza Horizon 4? Easily the best decision I'll ever make. See you there. Many cars, many credits, zero consequences from crashing. GTA Online. Oh look, a flying motorbike. Kaboom. I'm deaf, staying in the apartment and watching TV and drinking green juice all year. I'm sure there would be times when the lobby was empty. Still would be hard to stay alive though. Stay in the apartment, smoke weed, and drink wine. So like Ovid? Hades. Depending who I will be, soul, living human, Greek deity or some kind of monster, my life may be great or awful. As a soul or Greek deity, I could just relax and maybe talk with couple characters. If I was an average human, I can see Hades and Thanatos questioning my presence in the underworld. I would probably cause bureaucratic chaos and Hades would hate me. More importantly, you'd never see that $1 million, because no one gets out. Stellaris. I am starting a human empire and enslaving aliens. Pretty good. Yeah, that's what you think. But the fanatical purifiers, devouring swarms, driven assimilators, and xenophobic fallen empires that spawn directly beside you might have other ideas. Luckily, 1 year is about the length of 3 space battles in Stellaris. So unless the devouring swarm is already landing troops on your planet, you'll probably make it through the year.